investors, welcome to another episode of Straight from the Fund Manager. Sailesh Bhan, Deputy CIO, Nippon India Mutual Fund, and I will be talking to you about the Large Cap Fund. Coming to the Nippon India Large Cap Fund, the focus of this fund is primarily on investing in leaders following the high conviction opportunities which we see in the leading sectors. This segment of the market is generally far more resilient than other segments of the market because these companies have very strong balance sheets, very strong managements, also have managed through turbulent times very well and have come out strong. Important in this space is the fact that the longevity of companies in this category of large cap is very high. Within our large cap fund, we take very focused, high conviction bets in a few sectors at all points of time. Normally, we choose about 3 sectors out of the 10 sectors where we have highest conviction in terms of earnings growth and quality of businesses. And we have overweight positions in that. Today, based on current market conditions and our expectations of where India will be for the next 3, 4, 5 years, our focus bets are in financial services, manufacturing and investment, and consumer discretionary space. These spaces we believe will have above average earning growth than what the index can offer in India, and the ability of these segments to maintain much higher profitability than what they have seen in the past. Some of these segments have either been impacted by significant FI selling like financials, while some other segments were impacted by the consumer discretionary, for example, has been impacted by COVID problems in the last 2 or 3 years. Valuations for most of the companies or businesses in space are fairly reasonable compared to what is growth outlook which we see for businesses and segments. Also, importantly, some segments of in the consumer durable space, some categories in financials are coming out after 3 or 4 difficult years in earnings. In financials, there have been a lot of NPA write-offs in the past. Now, with good cycle in front of us and credit quality and all being good, plus also the fact that significant FI selling has led to much better valuations there. I think the opportunity to capture value does exist in these 3 important categories we have talked about. Interestingly, given the kind of companies and the mix of companies which form a part of this large cap universe, the sustainability of earnings and profitability is generally high in this part of the market versus most other subsegments of the markets. Our high conviction bets on the manufacturing and capex segment of the index, the investments in consumer discretionary sectors like what has worked very well for us. Large cap companies generally have been far more resilient than most segments of the market. They are also among the first to recover as economic conditions start easing because they are possibly better in terms of capabilities and India, nearly 70% of the market cap comes from large cap companies. Hence, this becomes a very important category to be able to take advantage of what the market. Given that large cap companies and businesses have far greater longevity and sustainability of earnings, this space is a very important part of the equity market. And large cap funds generally can form an important part of any investor's. Thank you so much for joining in. And we look forward to connecting with you in the next episode. Thank you.
Mutual fund investments are subject to market risks. Read all scheme-related documents carefully.